Hi James, we are having a great time here on the south coast. As we know, swimming is a most important part of any holiday. In fact, it is one of the best methods of getting exercise, and at the same time getting away from the phone. We have already been to the swimming pool with all the kids, and it is interesting that at the moment they are taking part in all the pool activities in order to overcome this month's heatwave. We are giving serious attention to using our valuable time cooling off as fast as we can. Hi Tom, we are having a very good time at the moment. Yesterday evening we were once again enjoying lunch with a large number of guests on the Hotel Sun Terrace. With such delicious food, it is perfectly clear that it would be a waste of time to make our own. It is something we have always enjoyed, and from our point of view, it is most important to have more time for the beach. We are taking advantage of as many as possible of the hotel activities, although at first we had to find out what is going on. Hi James. We have found that it is a great advantage to have a gym in our hotel, and we hope at some time to do a certain amount of exercise during the mornings. But as we know, all the kids have said that it cannot be considered as good as going to the big pool. We go shopping beforehand, and almost certainly the children will ask for some water toys or clothes. As a rule, they get the things they want, according to the family budget, although it is certainly nothing new to receive another request every few minutes. Hi Tom, we are now more or less familiar with the important parts of the holiday village. I have noticed here and there some very interesting items for the youngsters. We decided that there is no reason why they should not go on the treasure hunt while we lounge on the beach. In this way, we are all doing exactly what we wish during the morning. From the kids' point of view, it is worth every penny, and from our own point of view, we can spend part of the day swimming, and after that rest in the shady gardens. Hi James, another day, another trip to the pool. However, this morning we went to the crazy golf place for a first-rate game for several hours. It has been so hot everywhere, and it is hardly necessary to say we stayed longer than usual in the pool. It must have been 3 or 4 hours. We were more or less exhausted after that, but in a short time we were having our meal on the sunnier part of the terrace. It is certainly a very good hotel, and is just as wonderful as you said it was last year. Hi Tom. Today we took a railway train trip into the hills. Although it is possible to spend all day on it, we have only a short time before our afternoon boat trip to the island. We wondered whether or not the weather would hold, but the kids have been telling me it is just as exciting as they thought it would be. They most definitely wanted to visit the aquarium, and they have never seen so many different fish and sea creatures at one time. Some of them are very strange and look like tiny monsters from another world. Hi James, this is the last day of our stay here. We have had a wonderful time, and it is not possible to have asked for better weather. We have enjoyed it all from the beginning. The staff were so helpful over and over again, and there is never a question of anything being too much for them. I must say that we are wishing we could stay very much longer, and it is possible that we can all return later in the year. However, there is no doubt that this is the best time of year for warm weather. Hi Tom, this is the final day of our holiday in Sandy Bay. The kids think it is the best place in the world. In other words, they would like to come back again soon. It is true that we got a real bargain on the apartment, and we are more than satisfied in every way. I would not be surprised if we booked another week for late August. It may be necessary to plan more indoor activities, but it is also possible that the weather would be fine again. I know the kids will not be complaining either way. Hi James, just to let you know that Tom is busy this morning with a last visit to the beach. I am clearing up and packing at the moment. So far as I can see, we should be back home by about 8 this evening. It may be a surprise to you that the kids have also been recording their activities, so there will be very much more for you both to practice taking down in shorthand, just as you intended to do when you were home once again. The kids really enjoyed recording their messages for you. Love, Maria. Hi, Tom. I hope that you don't mind me butting in and recording the last message for you. James has taken the kids for a last afternoon at the theme park, and I believe that they will be staying there until quite late. At last I can get my feet up and relax on the veranda for 3 or 4 hours. We are more or less ready to pack the car for tomorrow morning, so there is very little to do other than tidy the rooms. Looking forward to talking with Maria whilst you boys do your shorthand. Love, Sarah.